like it. Why didn't I just do that? Why didn't I just, for the first one, use the pliers? Thinking I knew better. All right, so here I have a washing. We're actually in my garage right now. Pretty, but here I have a washing machine. Spins, bumps around everywhere. So hoping can find a fix for it so it doesn't. I don't have to wrestle with every time it hits the spin cycle on it, right? So why I might want to do this, right? I could spend $300, get a repair person out here, do it, or I can do it myself for probably 3 times as long and 3 times the cost, right? Of the $40 part. I'm thinking it's the suspension rods. I actually bought some replacements. Amazon box over here. I can replace it. And hopefully it all goes well and I don't end up having to call man anyways. So yes, first things first, take this apart, turn it off, unplug it, turn the water off. Started. So okay, first it's gonna be a little bit loud, so we'll just pull this out. Oh, it feels like there's still water. I tried to run it on the drain cycle already, but pull it down here. You can see pulling it out. Recording on my laptop because the audio didn't capture it really quick, but here I'm talking about why I'm doing this repair myself, and I've hinted at it in previous videos where I feel the most like myself when I have a problem in my hands and I can look at it, touch it, feel it, and architect a solution myself. I don't know if it stems from a need to understand everything, but I've noticed a trend where it goes beyond just the repair, right? I would like this to do this in my code bases, in other projects that I work on, and really I just enjoy solving problems. I think that's part of it. The suspension rods. Let's see, I pick my laptop up here. So these little grooves, that piece of metal in there, that is the hook for our suspension. It'll come out, and we'll go ahead. Here I'm fighting with the drain tube in the back and a little bit of the electrical, and in my rush, right, I should have just slowed down, taken everything apart, and it would have been a lot easier, but instead I rushed it. I should have just taken it all apart. They're trying to cut corners. Here is your standard issue suspension rod. All right, got the little hook that clips it into the top. This bottom supposed to be your reservoir. A little piece of cotton or something. But the grease in place, but I don't. I can see there's no reservoir. I should have taken a picture of this first. And so what I'm wondering is where the little cotton pad. You fill that pad with grease, and that is what keeps everything. And cap is right there. But in that is where I can fill in fume dampening grease. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out right now. I think that is the case. Look at that. Look how nice they came with gloves. And came with the foams I was talking about, right? These kind of go on and fill these up with grease. Everything is story. Say, I'll probably have to look up how to use the foam. Let's stay a little bit organized here. We're going to keep this new one back in. So I've actually got it separated. Was that little cap, and inside this see strange looking brown looking green that kind of looks like an orange, right? In segments. That is actually this. One of these stuffed in there, already filled with grease. Now, I don't think I'll be able to get out, but what I can do is up cavity, I'll just fill that with grease, put it back on, and then like so, we'll put it all back together. So we'll fill it up down here, as well as some, I think that's all the places we'll put it, as well as down here. Put some grease in here. So I think that's the plan. Happy with it. I'm happy with that plan. We'll see how it goes. Oh yeah. Oh, that's sticky. Really careful. Try not to get this anywhere, which is not my strongest talent, but I say as I drop the lid. So yeah, dampening grease. Look at that. This is some really sticky stuff. So, like I said, first, what we'll do, I'm gonna dive into the jar here. Dampening grease, as its name is, helps you dampen things. Usually when we think of grease, it makes something move faster. I also think they're like whoop, really fast, right? With dampening grease, little blue stuff, what happens is instead of it going whoosh, the grease actually stops it. So, right, and that is what's going to stop our drum spinning around. Ideally, that's the hope, right? So we're here. Stuff is sticky. Come on. Now these things replace that. I think I just better replace them. Which leads me to wonder, do I just replace the springs if I'm going to replace cups anyway? Replace these cups. Plus, I can't really back. Still got the glove as well. That. So that. He's purdy compared to this big old dress mark right there. Look at that. Going on because I know I'm going to be messy. I know. See, because I know I'm a messy guy. Roll it a little bit here. That is as much as I'm willing to bother with it. Now, get ourselves a little helping of grease here. Fill her up. We're full of grease. Honestly, I don't know if I put enough. Oh yeah. Oh, I squished it. And you can even see the tinted blue on the inside. Yeah, I got a little over, but that's all right. Okay by me. Always know better. You can learn something new. Always can learn something. My hands are all cut up. Scrapes really like. It was harder than I thought it was gonna be. Honestly, when I looked it up, 20-30 minute tutorial is easy. But that wasn't the case. And I got a lot more. Oh, like a line there. I got a lot more cuts and scrapes than I wanted. But something else.
And here I'm
Probably
just
means
trying to wrap
better to
up
buy.
kind of what I learned during this repair session about myself, about the process.
But
And ultimately, it comes
Yeah.
down to I'm
like, I
not
really
sure if
want-
it was worth me doing the repair myself. Yeah, I
Sweaty.
saved some money, but
Sweaty,
ultimately,
cut up,
I'm all sweaty. I'm all
tired,
cut up.
but
I actually got a big
while
bruise
I
out of
like it,
this
while
on my arm as well. And
it was difficult.
I'm wondering is
Uh,
it worth the repair for the money, or was it worth it that I figured out,
Stagnant
hey,
air, moving this.
the issues that I able to have in my hand and solve through, I know for a fact that if the same problem ever comes up anywhere else, I know exactly how to solve it now, right? That's a skill that I now have. And I think that's the part that really drives why I like having the problems in my hand and being able to solve them. I know that now for sure I can do it. And
Good or bad? That's how I am.